Welcome to the Dating Kinky Podcast, a cast about love, sex, romance, and kink. I've been sitting on this writing for a while. Not really sure why. It's been done, in this form anyway, for months. Then this past week I've had several conversations that bring to mind this subject, and I realize it's time to release this into the world. Because later this week, there will be a writing that needs to have this come first. Well, maybe needs is a strong word, but that will be able to refer to this writing and be enhanced by it for those who are interested in going down this little rabbit hole. Because the more I think on and write about the boundaries that make up the book I'm working on, the more I see them in every facet of everyday life and love. We remake others, or want to, without consent. I saw a post on Facebook a few days ago that started like this. Men do not date for compatibility because they don't feel they have to, and unfortunately they are correct. Think about it. Why would they put in the effort to seek out genuine compatibility with women when they know that they can just make any woman be the exact type of woman they want her to be? Men 100% expect women to compromise. Instead of a man searching for a woman who is his type authentically, he will just meet any woman who he finds physically attractive and then totally disregard what makes her who she is, as he knows he can just build her into the type of woman he prefers. What makes this reality even more annoying is that this would never apply, vice versa. In fact, I've tested this out on more than one occasion with men. There have been times when I would state my preferences to a man, making sure those preferences contradict the specific man I'm testing out, just to examine his response. So I know firsthand that men do not respond like women would respond. The men respond by still trying to get the woman to compromise. Except, from my perspective, it does happen vice versa. A lot. In fact, it doesn't matter what gender is expecting and which is conforming. It happens across the board, in multiple ways. And the primary reason it happens? Crappy boundaries and no or poor relationship negotiation. And no single gender has cornered the market on those, I promise you. Sure, in my experience, this is true in the earlier stages of a relationship in traditional vanilla and masculine-led or equal relationships. But I know plenty of people who settle for good enough, then go about changing them to match their potential or to fit their needs. Classic fixer-upper, because of course, we know better, right? Wait, who knows better? Do you think someone knows who you should be better than you do? Do you think anyone should get into a relationship with you intending to change you to meet their needs or expectations? Okay. I know some of you will answer in the affirmative, and that's okay, as long as you choose the person you allow to do that carefully. And let's say you think that is okay. Do you negotiate what is or isn't okay to change? I think in kink we are more aware of that, but negotiating a relationship and discussing boundaries outside of kink or sex still seems to be pretty rare. I'd love to see it done far more often. But yeah, and let me say this, anyone can be this person, and two of these people can get together and battle for control. I've seen it happen. But if you have your own boundaries in order, they will not be able to be this person with you. What are your thoughts? Ever met that person of any gender? I have. Ever found yourself being that person? Ugh. I have. Have you ever negotiated and renegotiated a relationship to help avoid that? I have. Thank you for joining me today. If you loved this episode, please share it with others who would enjoy it. And please do join me on our new apps available in the Google Play and Apple App Stores. Dating Kinky, it's built by Kinksters, for Kinksters, poly, queer, trans folk, and anyone not quite vanilla. And it's free. Find me on FetLife as Nookie Notes, and on Twitter, Pinterest, YouTube, Facebook, and Medium as Dating Kinky. We are on Instagram as Dating Kinky Official, all one word. Also, find me on the new Moan app in beta for iPhone. I'm Miss Nookie there. TheMonapp.com. Have a kinky day, and I'll catch you next episode.